Hey guys, so today I thought that I would do a comparison of the Tarteist Pro Glow, the original, and the Pro Glow 3. They've come out with a couple of versions of this now, and I personally love the Pro Glow original, so I'm curious to see how the newer updated one compares. So if you're curious to see comparison and try on of these products, then just keep watching. Okay, so the original Tarteist Pro Glow looks like this inside. You get 4 highlight shades, a cream contour, and a powder contour. I personally love this cream contour. I use it all the time, and I usually end up mixing all 4 of these for a highlight. So that's what the original looks like. Pro Glow 3 has 2 blushes, 2 highlights, and 2 bronzy shades. There's a matte and a shimmer one. So let's start off with swatches of both. I'm going to start off with the original. I'm going to start off with the highlights from the Pro Glow original. We have Lit, Strobe, Fire, and Stunner, which definitely has like a gray beige undertone. So we have a nice gold, a champagne, a bronzy, and more of like a gray toned highlight. And then we have our cream bronzer, or cream contour, and our powder contour. Cream contour, which I absolutely love, and the powder contour. So these are the shades you get in the original Pro Glow palette. Now let's move on over to Numero Tres. This one does not have the names printed like the other one does. It's printed on the back. So the colors are here if you guys want to know, but I'm just going to go through and swatch the 2 blushes, the 2 highlights, and the 2 bronzer shades. Okay, 2 blushes, 2 highlights. First blush, nice pink bubblegum shade. Second blush is a little bit more of a cool tone. First highlight is like a champagne shade. Second highlight is more of like an ashy tone shade. Then we have the 2 bronzer shades. We have the matte and the more shimmer, which is also a little bit more cool tone. Now I want to know how these highlights compare. Clearly the bronzers are not even close to each other, so I know they're not the same, but I'd like to swatch the highlights next to the highlights and see kind of what the difference is. So next to these 2, I think that this one might be a match for this one. So let's see. We have the cool tone next to the cool tone. Okay, so this is the one in the 3 and this is the one in the original. They are slightly different. This one has a little bit more warmth to it. Now I'm going to try the first gold one and see how that compares. Alright, so this is the original and this is the number 3. Again, this one is a bit warmer. So the original one, highlight shades run a little bit warmer than the 3rd version. So now let's try some of these on the face. Normally I would use my cream contour before I powder, but I forgot. So we're going to try the cream contour on top of powder and see what happens. I've never done this before, so it could be a complete disaster. But I'm just going to take a dampened beauty sponge and dip in slightly and then just start pouncing it onto my skin. Definitely works better without powder. Alright, that's not working so well on top of powder. You'll just have to take my word for it that this is a beautiful cream contour shade to use on top of cream products. Alright, so let's move on to a little contour from the original palette and my Juno & Co. brush. The original one also smells a little bit like a mixture between cocoa and vanilla. Okay, then next I'm going to go into the bronzing shade from palette number 3. Just kind of lightly warm things up. This is a bit warm for me. And then to add a little bit of glow to the forehead, I'm going to try the shimmery bronzer from palette 3. Okay, so it definitely bronzed up the skin. I like the scent of the original more than I like the scent of number 3. I also feel like these are softer. Obviously you can see that this one kind of broke in transit, like they're very, very soft. These seem to be a bit more densely packed, just an observation, but I like all 4 shades of the bronzer and contour products that I tried. The warm one seems to work better for bronzing, the cool ones seem to work better for contouring, as I would expect. So let's move on to blush. We had the bubblegum pink one and then the very cool tone pink. I'm in a little bit warmer of a tone today, so I'm going to go with the first blush that I believe is called Premier. Very pigmented, very powdery. I feel like in a palette like this, instead of having 2 pinks, there should be like a pink and a peach, or like a pink and a nude, or a pink and like a warm brown shade. Like, why do you need 2 pinks in one palette? If you don't like pink blush, then that pretty much scratches out all of your blush options in this palette. So I would say for their next go around, there should be a contour powder, a bronzer powder, a neutral blush, and a pink tone blush. That's just my personal thoughts on this. And finally, we have the highlight. We have 6 different options. Generally, I don't like the cool tone ones, and my skin's a little bit more tan, so I generally go golden. So let's try 2 golden ones, and then we'll try this strobing one on the high points. We'll even try this on the Cupid's bow right now. It's a really nice formula. It's not too crazy, but it's really beautiful. So I am going to take the warmer tone one from palette 3 and dust that on the cheekbones. Can you guys see that glow right there? And it looks good straight on, so it's not too dark of an undertone for me. Okay, so there's the golden glow. Now I'm going to go into strobe from the original palette on the top. See how much brighter it got? Okay, so the face is highlighted, contoured, bronzed, blushed, ready to go. So you saw the comparisons of the colors. I don't really love the blush shades in here, and I can only really use one of the highlight shades in the number 3 palette. So I'm going to say that my favorite is still the original. I really like that there's a cream contour product in here. I like the powder contour, and I love the highlights. So if there could be like a nice neutral blush in here instead of perhaps this one, it would be my ideal palette for traveling. I think these are really nice palettes though. Like, they give you a lot of options. They're compact. They have 2 mirrors, which I didn't even show you guys. Each side has a mirror. So I mean, that's nice for traveling. You can kind of use it as you go, hold it up, do your makeup. So I like that it's compact. I like that it has magnetic closure. I like that it has mirrors. I like the soft touch finish. It's not too heavy. They are slightly breakable, so you just have to be a little bit careful in how you travel with them. But all in all, I do think they are good palettes. I would probably recommend this one if you prefer bronze contouring and highlighting. If you're really looking for something that's just like one and done, then this is going to be your best option. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing swatches and try on of these Tarte Pro Glow palettes. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.